game, he's going to go ahead and move on. I think move on to the semifinals. Yes, and we'll face Roarin.
I know him.
I know that guy. He's a cutie pie.
Just like me.
So, do you think we're gonna see maybe some, maybe some proxy Raxes, maybe a bunker rush of sorts, maybe some cloaked banshees to go ahead and try and solidify this win, as he only needs to go ahead and just take this game to kick Primevil out of the tournament. Or do you think that Terran is gonna just feel safe with one win? He feels like, hey, I could lose this game, wouldn't be a big deal.
I think definitely Terran's gonna try to end the game fast because I mean he's already up. He's up 1-0. He only needs 2 wins, so I mean it definitely seems valid that he would try to just kind of end the game fast. Maybe a 2-Rax proxy or just a proxy Reaper rush maybe. Seems all like valid thing that he could try just to kind of end the game right now, which I wouldn't honestly blame him. It's normal whenever you're up in a series to try to like cheese your way and just kind of finish it up. But yeah, I don't know. It's honestly however this Terran feels right now. If he feels safe and secure enough to play this next game, then he's probably just gonna play it standard. But if he's kind of like, well, you know, maybe the last game was too close for my liking, I want to try to end it quick. So I mean, it's honestly an opinion. Right now, it just looks like he's gonna play some standard play.
Yeah, so far looking one. Yep, standard play. Well, the balls. I think the part of it is I think the ball is going to be in Primevil's court here. He needs to make a decision. Does he want to do? Does he want to try to do another? He needs to make a decision. Does he want to try and do another strong 2-base push, or does he want to just be extremely greedy, take the risk, and potentially skyrocket ahead of his opponent?
Honestly, it's just a matter of like how he feels. Like I said before, it's honestly, however secure he's feeling right now, it just, you know, it's honestly a matter of opinion, what you want. It's like what you want to do. Like I was saying before, I mean, it seems like it's a valid thing you could do is kind of be greedy and, you know, get that huge economy lead right off the bat. But on the other hand, maybe he's gonna try to, you know, stay safe. He's gonna try to macro hard and just kind of play the game out, you know, however it plays out.
Yeah, Terran getting his SCV getting there just at the last, just a second too late to go ahead and actually get in the way of this hatchery. I don't know why we don't see this a lot more. That SCV just an SCV just juking around the same way a probe would want to juke around. I don't see why any Terran wouldn't do that. But we are going to see the bunker plop down. A proxy Rax is in the making, and the first Marine is going to be rallied to the natural.
Very far away proxy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally you would want to see it like, you know, maybe in the 3rd, but that was a very far away. This can easily be taken down right now.
Yeah, well, it looks like it was just a last minute decision as he spotted that hatchery and decided that he wanted to go for the gold.
Actually, there's no gold on this map.
Really? Ah, go for the blue. Going for the blue. A second bunker going down. These Marines gonna be able to juke these drones, but if he takes off too many drones, that DPS, it's gonna take a lot of hits to fend off these drones.
Once this Marine gets in this bunker, these drones are dead.
And it looks like he had no problem getting inside. That's what she said.
Yes, very much. This SCV needs to.
And one Marine with 400 additional hit points. That SCV is going to go ahead and keep on working on that bunker. These Zerglings going to go ahead and station out on the outskirts of town, waiting for some reinforcements, potentially some drones to come off the line. I don't honestly think he's going to lose this hatchery, as it's going to take a long time for this hatchery to get powered down. But it is going to be some hit points taken off.
Coming though, they're just coming. I was gonna say from every direction, but that would just sound kind of weird. So there's a lot of Marines.
And the Lynx deciding to engage. No gas at the main for Zerg. Zerg is in macro mode. Unfortunately, having to use a lot of lava on these Lynx. Not sure if it's going to be worth it. Three Marines able to get into the bunker. SCV just hanging out, just going to watch the bloodshed and then most likely return home.
It was a valiant effort by by Terran, but I just don't think that paid off at all. It didn't do much. It killed off maybe I think it killed off a couple Ling, which I mean is it's like you said, it's a huge investment, especially whenever you're early this game. You don't have that much larva to spare, and how much he had to make just to get those Ling was crazy.
Yeah, so far, seeing a bunker at the natural ramp. Looks like now dkroger is gonna gear up for that natural. Go ahead and put that expansion down. Now Primevil, with a nice pack of Lings, feels like he needs to go ahead and go across the map and put on some pressure.
Oh, I was just wondering, you hit control in, right?
Control in for what?
It pulls up the nameplates?
Oh yes, correct.
Oh, I'm sorry, my boo is calling me out. Perfect. I'm sorry. Urgent message. Terribly sorry.
Alrighty, so a lot of Lings at the natural. Gonna go ahead and force that cancellation on that command center. Right now Terran is stuck on one base, and I think right now Primevil is in a great position to go ahead and take this game, as Primevil is able to keep his natural playing greedy. Actually, not playing greedy, but playing standard, getting that 15 hatch, able to defend against those two bunkers with relative ease. That hatchery not taking too much damage, as it is slowly regenerating at 912 hit points out of 1500. Let's go ahead and look at the production. We are seeing more Lings. The Baneling nest going down. One gas is taken at the main. We are going to see some Banelings on the map pretty soon, and I think right now Primevil is in the mood to end this game. I think he may be feeling like this is the window of opportunity that he needs to go ahead and keep himself into this round, being the best, being a round of 3. Him being Primevil being one game down. Very delicate though, because if this attack doesn't work, the odds may be evened up, and Terran may be back into this game. Looks like we are going to see a one base MMM Medic Marine Medevac, as this factory is going down. Most likely going to see that starport next, and the standard Smarter reactor, and then the switch. 2 more bunkers going down. dkroger not thinking, not having any confidence to move down his ramp, as there is a huge army just waiting for him.
Those Zerlings are set up in a nice spot too, that if he came down the ramp all the way, they would get a nice little surround. So that was a very nice placement by Primevil, unless, even if it was by mistake, it's a nice placement.
And more Lings, no more larva is going to go to economy. Primevil has put his foot down, and he wants blood.
He has told this Terran multiple times to just like stay out of his business, to stop turtling, and like Terran was just like, I do what I meant. Now Prime is going to take the Terran's throat, and he's going to squeeze it.
Pure evil.
Yeah, sorry, Boo had an urgent message for me, which was annoying.
Alrighty, well, it looks like we are seeing the Banelings moving around, scooting around a little bit, a few more Banelings, and I think Primevil is going to go ahead and put on the hurt.
That wall does go down. Lings are going to stream up the ramp, but they're going to get tunneled easily.
Yeah, really stuck inside of this gap with these bunkers, getting minimum amount of damage.
Gonna try to move around and take out some dronage.
And I think the odds, I think this match is actually starting to even out from that attack.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like much, but it did a lot of damage. It heavily supply blocked Terran, and it kind of, it took out one of the racks, which is a pretty huge deal.
Alrighty, 2 gases officially down for Primevil. More and more Lings, 14 Lings popping out of those hatcheries. This man, I think Primevil will be able to actually, I think he could win this if he does something like just gets all these Lings but gets a favorable position, as we saw those 2 bunkers really putting the hurt on.
Lings are gonna get a nice surround, but they're not gonna do much. Stim pack is kind of.
Yeah, fortunately no tanks were sieged up. Could have did a little splash damage to their fellow comrades. Alrighty, I think we are having a bit of a standoff. Primevil working on his army instead of his economy, choosing to go that route, while on the other hand, DK trying to desperately get this natural officially down and safe.
Looks like Zerg is gonna try to play kind of standard. You always want to be one base ahead of your opponent, which right now Primevil is fixing to be, which is a really good thing. Especially against Terran, you need a high economy. You need to be able to rebuild your army very fast because a Terran army is a very deadly, especially in that mid-game area, which a Terran can just be too much for a Zerg to handle, which is why it's really good, especially whenever you get the good economy.
I have to go for a quick second. I'll be back. I just have to answer the door.
Okay. Looks like 10 roaches in level 1 carapace are in production right now for Zerg. A layer is going to go down as well. 2 medevacs are going to come out, and this Terran natural is almost done. Looks like we're going to go for some standard triple win here, but there's going to be some mech in that, you know, some siege tanks, which is pretty common against Zerg actually. I mean, there's not much, you know, weird about that. You always want to have siege tanks against Zerg no matter what your pretty much main build is. Especially whenever you have really nice spread like this what this Terran does whatever his siege tanks. I mean, you know, even if you do one of your siege tanks gets surrounded, at least you can have 2 more to kind of just chill and back up your siege tanks. I mean, sure, you're losing 1 siege tanks, but it's a lot easier if you're all clumped up, then you lose every single one of your siege tanks. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Not too many offensive units right now for Terran, though, unfortunately. He has been kind of ran dry right now. He's these multiple Zergling attacks on the natural have been really hard, and Terran cannot get Terran cannot get anything in that natural to be stay. Which right now he's really good though. He has 2 bunkers loaded with a Marauder and 2 Marines each, and he has 3 siege tanks. A lot of medevacs, so he's really heavy on medevacs right now and really low on everything else. So he might want to stop his medevac production for a minute and just kind of like rebuild up his army.